Is that your Engel? The big, strong guardian, checking up on everyone. Oh, dear. Oh, what's going on? Hmm. Okay. Hopefully we are on again. I really don't know where we broke off. Let's see here. I guess this is part 2 because whatever happened. I'm wondering where it ended. Let's see. Born and raised, and yeah, I'm on my way to see my mama. It was Felton, right? He popped it. Still a kid at heart. Is that so? Sam set the mug of hot Joe on the counter, and Carol quickly slid the exact payment his way. Right. He popped it into... Let me see here. Right after the coffee. Okay. All right. Everybody back, I hope. Okay. Sorry about that. I have no idea. I have really crappy internet, and that's the truth. And I'm sure the snowstorm's not helping. Okay. We'll go back. Felton caught her staring over at Alex on the phone, who was obnoxiously yelling at the sheriff, occasionally tossing a glance back her way like a guard dog. "So, how you feeling?" he asked. "Still a bit shaken up, to say the least. Most of it's a bit of a blur now. You gonna be all right?" Okay, why did it do that? Sorry, we got... Okay. One second here. And hopefully we'll get this taken care of. I'll see if I can catch up a little bit on the chat, although there's not much besides, "Are we back again?" Oh, thank you, Meow. That was so sweet. Oh, dear. I'm just pulling up something that should give us a little bit of amgos, right? Just a mess. But that's okay. So how you feeling? He asked. Still a bit shaken up, to say the least. Most of it's a blur now. You gonna be all right? She nodded, taking another sip. I'm starting to second guess what happened out there, thinking maybe I dozed off and then slammed the brakes when I realized it. Thank you again for stepping in. I know I already said that. I just Really thought that guy was going to clock me or something. Felton chuckled. Don't worry about him. Assholes like him like to talk a big game, but he ain't going to touch you. You damn skippy. That's all they do, Sam chimed in return, up to the counter. Lousy good for nothing. At least I wouldn't let him in. Felton scowled towards Alex. She chuckled. So is that your angle? The big strong guardian. Checking up on everyone? Fighting back one asshole at a time, stranger or not? He sneered. We're all people at the end of the day, just trying to make our own way. Some just feel the need to butt heads just because. Me, I just do what I can. Well, what you need to do, Sam started, is to keep that kind of trouble away from me. His words were cut off by a small tremor. The glasses and silverware started to rattle. Even the knickknacks on the walls began to shake. Felton turned to Carol to see her eyes widen in fear. It felt like the rumbling from an earthquake. What the? Alex shouted, pulling the phone away. The tremor escalated into a more violent shake, like the entire building was encased within a snow globe. Suddenly a loud thunder exploded in the air, forcing Carol to instinctively grab onto Felton as the lights started to flicker erratically. More lamps and other loose items continued to shake until they crashed to the ground, followed by tables sliding across the floor. The walls joined the choir of roaring, adding a deep moan. Sam, what the hell's going on? Felton screamed, his voice barely carrying over the thunder of noises. Not sure, he shouted back. His eyes drifted over to the window. Oh, shit! Yet his words were interrupted by a heavy thud against the building, which threw everyone to the ground. Several windows shattered by the impact, launching glass in all directions. The walls moaned even louder, accompanied by splitting of wood and furniture. Slamming up against them, Felton held on tightly to Carol on the floor as the chaos around them continued to erupt. After several more seconds, the tremor slowly began to die. The rattling soon ceased, and everything settled. Felton slowly looked up. Glass and other knickknacks from the walls were sprawled out on the floor, a few tables overturned. He glanced down at Carol, who was buried in his chest. You all right? He asked her. She poked her head up, her face plastered with fear. Yeah, what just happened? She spoke softly. It was as if she was afraid her voice would kickstart another episode. Everybody else okay? Felton called out. Sam poked out from behind the counter, eyes in a frenzy as he studied the damage around. Alex emerged as well, cursing to himself. Ruth? Felton called out. Ruthie, you okay? There was a second of delay before her voice carried out from the hall in the back. Dad? She called out, emerging. She ran up to him and into his arms. You all right, darling? Are you hurt? She had tears in her eyes. No, I'm fine. What the hell happened? What was that? Sweet Jesus, Sam said out loud. He tore from around the counter and over to one of the broken windows. Alex joined him, more curses under his breath. Curious, Felton made his way over too, not removing the grip from Ruthie with Carol in tow. He approached the window and his heart dropped at the sight. For miles, snow engulfed the trees like a white ocean. Broken branches and uprooted trunks could be seen sticking out in the mix. It was an avalanche. The group stared silently in awe at the sight until a splash of snow from the roof drew Felton's attention to the windowsill. He noticed the snow had stopped just a few feet below the opening. His heart sank even lower at the revelation. The snow had reached this high. That meant their cars were submerged. Okay, that's the end of chapter 2. Hello, Banshee Ba. Welcome, welcome. Awesome. Thank you guys all so much for showing up. This is fun. I needed this for sure. All right. Let's see, are we there? What? Now it won't play the file. Oh, there we go. Not high definition, but we have some background sound. I hope you enjoy that. Okay. Chapter 3. Generator. Felton's hands cramped as he dug his shovel into the snow and heaved another good clump off the side. He paused to catch his breath and check his progress. He could just make out the top of his black SUV completely submerged, thick ice and snow swallowing it and everything else around. A mound next to it signified the top of Carol's truck, with Alex and Sam's vehicles further down the line. The minor trench he had created was just a few feet deep. Felton traced from his car to the road beyond and released a deep sigh. Even if they managed to dig out their vehicles, that didn't include the battle to clear a low enough path to drive up on. Not to mention the snow was sure to freeze soon, making an already losing battle even worse. "I don't care," a voice yelled from inside the lodge. "It's your freaking fault that we're stuck here in the first place." It sounded like the suit was having another tantrum. "I could be in the next state by now if it wasn't for your ass." "Back off her, now." Felton decided to call it quits for now and made his way back inside. The snow had managed to burst through the doors and into the lobby, submerging all within sight. He had already cleared enough room for them to close again, but the doors didn't seal completely. The furniture of the lobby lay swallowed in the snow, with few knickknacks clung to the crack-embroidered walls. They were lucky the damage wasn't too extensive. He reached the stairs and climbed up to the diner. "What's going on?" he asked. Sam sighed. "This damn fool's going to get his teeth emptied if he keeps yelling at this nice lady, is what's going to happen." "Yeah, take your best shot, Gramps." Carol was already sitting at one of the booths, hugging herself. Her eyes were glossy, and she had a reddened face. "Look, I already said I was sorry, okay?" "Sorry, huh?" Alex shot. "Sorry ain't going to get us out of a freaking avalanche." "I said cool it, punk," Sam yelled. "All right, let's calm down," Felton jumped in. It was clear the moment was getting to everyone. "We need to keep a sound mind if we want to get through this, all right?" "I am calm," Alex spat. He turned his attention to Sam. "Why the hell isn't your phone working? You should have prepared for this kind of shit." Sam glared back. "Listen here, buddy. I've been doing this for over 15 years, and I can tell you, Misty Pass don't get no avalanches.